like that. And then see the Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, double homage to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful like Akim, teaching and preaching his truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Zak Awasat. Today's lesson is entitled A Soft Answer, Turneth Away Wrath, and Lord willing, you be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the true names of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. And as always, the sit-downs, the lessons, the street speakings for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High, unto you as the gospel preached. So a soft answer turns away wrath. And as we're in Babylon the Great, which is America, the prophecies speak about the love of many waxing cold. Here in Matthew, the 24th chapter, I'll go ahead and start there. Matthew, the 24th chapter, Yahweh Shai is speaking about two time periods. All right, he's talking about the Roman siege of 70 AD, and then he's also talking about the times that we're in now. So it's talking about two time periods, and through the spirit, you have to differentiate when the Lord Yahweh Shai was talking about during 70 AD and now. All right, now here in I started 11 to build up the vibration. It says, and many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. So false prophets is a part of end time prophecy. And it's not just limited to the different Christian pastors, Catholic pastors, these different, religious figures of the world. You also have false prophets amongst this truth. You have individuals who come out and say that the MOTB is not the MOTB, is something else. You got individuals that come out and say that Edomites can make it, which that's contrary to prophecy. You even have, as of late, Bishop Nate speaking about after a particular time that the Edomites is going to, take us over. All right. Those are false prophets, even individuals that's pushing the wrong names, and various other things that we have seen in the ministry, so it's all a part of end time prophecy. And as it says here, and shall deceive many. So you're going to have a lot of people, getting led astray by these false prophets. Right. But here's the point, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound means to increase, and iniquity is sin upon sin. So in the last days, sin is going to intensify. Wickedness is going to be all over the place. It says the love of many shall wax cold. So when you go into this word cold here, which this is the Blue Letter Bible, which allows us to go into the languages that the Bible was translated from to get a deeper understanding on what's being said. Now, with the Blue Letter Bible, you do have to eat the meat and spit out the bones because it does go off. But here, that word cold goes back to the Greek word psycho. It says to breathe, blow, cold by blowing, metaphor of waning of love. These people is going to be psychopaths out there. And when you think about, matter of fact, let's do this real quick. When you go here to 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, it speaks about these different spirits that will be here in the last days. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Now, this book is an epistle that Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy, which he was the head of the church of Ephesus. Is that right, bro? Ephesus? He was the head of the church of Ephesus, or Ephesians, which is in Ephesus. It says, this know also that in the last days, which is the time period that we're in now, perilous times shall come. Perilous meaning destruction. So it's going to be troubling times. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness. They look like they righteous, but denying the power thereof. They reject they reject the power, which is then rejecting the true teachings that's here in the scripts. From such turn away. So, but the point is, these different spirits is going to be all in the world, and we're going to have to be dealing with these people. So as we're here in Babylon the Great with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we have to use the different things that we have learned to navigate here. This is Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath. We're going to be dealing with a lot of situations that could potentially go left if we don't handle them in righteousness, meaning we're not using the scripts and filtering, these different scenarios and issues in our lives through the scripts. We can have problems, man. So a soft answer turneth away wrath. Somebody do something wrong, it's best for you to hit them with the soft answer. You don't have to render evil for evil, because if so, you're going to constantly find yourself in these grievous situations where, you constantly got to, find yourself getting out of those positions. All right. But as it says here, but grievous words stir up anger. You got to be mindful of the grievous words. You can't just be popping off, Here in Isaiah 60, it says, arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee, which is his truth. For behold, darkness shall cover the earth. So while we're illuminated with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, darkness, which is ignorance, is going to cover this place. You're going to have people that's in darkness, all right? And gross darkness to people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, which is the elect, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So the glory is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's rising upon us. When you read in Baruch, the 4th chapter, it speaks about, look at the glory that come from the Most High. For lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together by the word of the Holy One. So this word is a glory to us, all right? Because we're able to avoid these situations that people deal with in the world and go to jail. We're able to deal with those same scenarios and get deliverance because we're resting upon this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now, here, when you go into this word dark, it goes back to the Hebrew word chashak. It says darkness, obscurity, but when you go to the Strong's definitions, it says wickedness. Remember, it says gross darkness to people. So wickedness is going to be heavy on this people. Darkness cover the earth. It's going to be wickedness all over the place. Ignorance, right? Misery, obscurity. So as these people in gross darkness, we have to be the individuals that's illuminated with the light to navigate through this place, right? Now, while we're using this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it adds life to us. This is Proverbs 3:1, and Proverbs was written by Solomon, which he was the son of David and a successor to the throne. My son, forget not my law. The law doesn't stop just at the 5 books of Moses. All right, law means instructions, and the Bible is filled with them, all through Proverbs, all through Psalms, all through Ecclesiasticus. There's instructions. Even the Lord Yahweh said in the Gospels, if you love me, feed my sheep, So we can't forget those things. It says, but let thine heart, which heart goes back to the Hebrew word lav, which means spirit, keep my commandments, keep these instructions. And while we're studying and we're holding fast to that which Yahweh gave us, we gotta apply the different things that we learn. All right. Number 1, that shows prudence and faith, and 2, there's deliverance that come out of that. Case in point, Matthew 5:25, agree with thine adversaries quickly while thou art in the way of him. So we apply that when we dealing with police officers, when we dealing with sheriffs, we get pulled over, we just go ahead and agree with them. They want to issue out us a ticket, we take the ticket, pay the ticket, we go on about our business. Applying that will save you from a lot of problems. Just think about these jakes that get pulled over by the cops and get shot and killed, which we know is judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But if they were to apply Matthew 5:25, they would have been able to go back to their homes. Length of days would have been added to them, like we're reading here in Proverbs 3:2. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. So applying Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turning away wrath, that will add peace to you. That will add peace and long life to you, because you may say, You may use the grievous words on the wrong person, and he upped the strap, and they kill you. And it was a video. Remember, bro? The dude that was upstairs, he had just got home from work, and those two guys was right there. And the dude, they was him and his son was popping off. He pulled the gun out, killed the father and the son. Why? Because they was using grievous words. And they said that the man, he got off work, he came. You can check, you can clearly see, not justifying his actions, but you can tell he just got off work. He coming home, they turned up, giving him problems, probably parked in the spot, and he had enough of that shit. But those grievous words just stir up anger. A lot of people, is short tempered. A lot of people is dealing with these different financial woes, from inflation, from gas prices to grocery bills, failed relationships, failed marriages, jobs not paying them enough. You working 6 days, 10-hour shifts. You know what I mean? Then on your off day, they ask you to come in. Your children is off the hook. They wicked. They all outside bullshitting, playing on TikTok. Daughters is hoes. Boys is, turned into girls. So people is dealing with a lot of different things. And then here you come using grievous words. You at the grocery store, somebody might have bumped you, or, you know what I'm saying? Somebody take it too long in front of you. You using grievous words, man. People are on edge. Then you have people seeing the different things that's happening on the news in regards to robberies, looting, home invasion. So people got their weapons on them. People got their guns, their knives on them. They ready. So this is not the time to be Mr. Macho, using grievous words. Now, I will say this with balance. You don't let nobody beat up on you, and you know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody assault you or nothing like that. You got to defend yourself. But the scriptures push out the vibration of peace, problem solving. That's one thing Black culture doesn't have, problem solving, and without problem solving, you're going to find yourself in jail. You got something, bro?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So verse 2 in Proverbs 15, it says, the tongue of the wise, all right, the men of the Lord, uses knowledge aright. So we have to use this knowledge aright. Like I said, we filter our life through the scripts. It says, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. All right, nigga that's in the world, foolish person, he's going to pour out foolishness. So it's best not to even be around these individuals. Now, you do use the world and not abuse it. So there is situations where you have friends of the world. Even the Lord Yahushua said, make peace with the mammon of this world. So you got certain people in the world that you use. A person may have a tow company. A person may have, certain things that you can use that can help out your situation. You can use them. But aside from that, you don't want to be hanging out with these people of the world, because they're going to pour out foolishness. They're going to be okay with adultery. They're going to be okay with eating abominations and stuff like that. And it's just going to vex your spirit. The eyes of Yahweh are in every place, which are the angels, beholding the evil and good. So the angels see everything, and they go back before the presence of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to report the different things that they see. But let's go to Proverbs 3, because I want to push the vibration through the spirit on how wisdom and applying this wisdom as long life and peace. So Proverbs 3:20, for length of days in long life and peace shall they add unto thee. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is supposed to add these different character, these different things to you. Peace. If you constantly using grievous words, you cannot be at peace. Think about it. If you out here just full of wrath, grievous words, you turn up, checking people, rebuking people constantly, you turn around, you ain't got peace, man. Long life. You talk to the wrong person, you use those grievous words, your life gonna get cut short. It says, let mercy and truth. It says, let not mercy and truth forsake thee. And these are the characteristics that you want to constantly hold. You want to make sure you apply mercy. You know what I mean? Because like it's written, that what a man soweth is that what he shall reap. So whatever you put out in the world is what you get back. You want to push the vibration of mercy out in the world. And that's not just amongst brothers. It's two brothers first and foremost, but even with these people in the world, you got to apply the mercy, man, because you're gonna fall short too. You're gonna misstep too. You're gonna offend somebody as well. So you want to make sure you apply mercy so it can return back to you. But like Solomon saying here in Proverbs 3:3, let not mercy and truth forsake thee. The truth, you got to keep the truth, because receiving the truth enables you for salvation. Like it's saying James chapter 1, verse 21, receiving the engrafted word, which is his truth, receiving the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So, you don't want to forsake the truth, because through the truth, you have eligibility for salvation. It says, bind them about thy neck, write them upon the tables of thy heart, which is parabolically, you want this truth engraved into you, as you write it on a table of stone, it's engraved there. Ain't no erasing it and editing it and changing what you wrote there. That shit, it's written on that stone, you know. So that's how this truth got to be in us, unmovable. Verse 4, so shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High and man. So these are characteristics that you want to have, so you can have favor with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai as well as man, because you turn up on the wrong person, especially if you had a grocery store that you frequently go to. You know what I mean? You can cause problems in that environment. You know what I mean? Security guard looking at you sideways, certain people that work there looking at you sideways, and now you at ease because you didn't have to turned up on somebody for no reason. You know, it says trust in Yahweh with all thy heart. The way you trust in Yahweh Bashem Shai is believing in what's written here in the scripts. You put your belief in what's written here in these precepts, and that's how you trust in the Lord. Like it's saying Ecclesiastes 39, there shall no evil happen unto thee, but in temptation, even again, the Lord will deliver you. So by believing in that precept, what you're doing is you're believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, and lean not to thy own understanding, because the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that the Lord is giving unto us, that's our understanding and wisdom in the sight of the nation. You applying your own wisdom, you're going to be likened unto a bull strand alone. And let's get that real quick in the King James. I'm sorry, in the Ecclesiastes. If you got something to say, bro, you feel free. Something on you, say something, bro. Ecclesiastes 5. I want to say the precept is over here. Make no tearing. Maybe the 6th chapter. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy. It's best to be at peace with all men. The best you can. You don't want to be heaping enemies unto you. For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach. You don't want to be dealing with these things, an ill name, shame, and reproach, when you could just squash different situations out by simply having a soft answer. Even so shall a sinner that have a double tongue. So they're going to receive that. It says, extol not thyself in the counsel of thy own heart. Here it is, you being lifted up with wisdom and knowledge and understanding that you deem is right. What makes sense unto you. And like it's saying in Proverbs, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. Why? Because that counsel was right in his own heart. It says that thy soul be not turned in pieces as a bull straying alone. So just as a bull, you watch Nat Geo and these different animal shows. If you see a bull, a cow, a wildebeest straying alone, a lion is finna come and pounce on it and destroy it. But that's how you are when you're using your own knowledge and wisdom. A wild beast can come and destroy you. And Esau is the biggest beast out there. He's ready to destroy Jake. All right. It says back in Proverbs 3:6, it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him. All right, because pursuant to wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, the Lord incorruptible spirit is in all things. You can find the spirit of the Lord in all things. So in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. He'll guide you through the spirit. He'll give you information on how to handle certain situations, give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and navigate through certain problems. Verse 7, be not wise in thy own eyes, fear Yahweh, and depart from evil. So just a quick lesson going into a soft answer turned away wrath. Of course, our focal point with these lessons is the teachings of Yahweh Shai, which this is a part of the teachings of Yahweh Shai, as well as the prophecies. But we have to be reminded to apply these different things that we read so that way we can have that length of days and long life and peace added to us. If not, you're going to be, vexed. So I'm going to leave it at that. Lord willing, was edifying. Shalom to the brothers on the comment board. Shalom, GMS in his likeness. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Rakatah. I'm going to leave it at that. Shabbat Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom, Akim, stay strong. And just like that.